The death of a teacher at Sohun High School, Ogbomosho, Oyo State, Mr. Fatai Adegoke, has sparked controversy following claims on social media that he was beaten to death by students. However, findings by stakeholders and a death certificate issued by Lautech Teaching Hospital, Ogbomosho, have confirmed that Adegoke died of multiple myeloma, a type of bone cancer. A delegation from Oyo State Ministry of Education and the Nigeria Union of Teachers, led by the Executive Chairperson, Oyo State Teaching Service Commission, Mrs. Olubukola Oladipo, visited the school and the widow of the deceased. The school principal, Mr. Ajayi Adeyinka, said although Adegoke had an encounter with 4 students found gambling, the incident was not responsible for his death.
It was on May 28, 2025, that Mr. Adegoke Fatai Abiodun ran as a duty teacher, went around the classes, and he met 4 boys playing on an empty classroom. So they were there playing what? So that when he got to know that they are playing what, and of course of which it is against the rule of the school. So I had to call them to a place to interrogate them further. And it was discovered that they are gambling. Because one of the boys is a son to his friend. So because of that, he has to wait to call them, at least to scold them. So now in an attempt to do that, that boy raised his elbow. So his hand accidentally hit that elbow. And immediately the hand got swelling. And the school took him to the hospital for the treatment. And he returned back home that very day. So that we had to inquire from the doctor what is really the matter. And the doctor told us that he has a bone marrow cancer, of which he has a chance of 50-50. I think he is on stage 1. Already that stage he was in was stage 4. That's the last stage of that ailment. And he has no chance of surviving that. Sadly enough, on 4th of November, I was called around 1:49 that he has passed on.
The permanent secretary, Inspectorate of Education, Ogbomosho Zone, Mr. Paul Oyedokun, said the school convened a stakeholders meeting after the incident to maintain discipline among students, during which all students signed an undertaking to be of good behavior.
So in a nutshell, it wasn't the boy that caused or his action of that day that led to the demise of Mr. Fatai. It was just unfortunate that the incident he had over the years led to, the medical people call it bone marrow cancer, and he's been receiving treatment on this, but he just went back on it, and it has to lead to the death. We commiserate with the family, the staff, the students, and the entire populace, because Mr. Fatai Adegoke is a dutiful officer.
The Oyo State NUT Secretary, Comrade Olukayode Salami, said members contributed funds to support his medical treatment after doctors advised that a bone marrow transplant could help him survive.
He also advised that if they can still arrange for a transplant to the bone marrow, maybe he may still continue. That was what led to the NUT rising to the occasion of looking for how to raise funds to assist him. Along the line, the man gave up the ghost.
The widow of the deceased said her husband had an accident in 2011 but recovered fully. She appealed to the government and well-meaning Nigerians to support her in raising their 2 surviving children, noting that she had earlier lost 2 children.
On 28 May, nínú school náà ni tí wọ́n lọ sí class, wọ́n wá kọ́ lọ sí toilet, ńbẹ̀ wọ́n ti rí àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ń ta tẹ́tẹ́ pẹ̀lú owó. Wọ́n kọ́ran mọ̀ kan lọ pé kó lọ pè wọ́n wá, ó sì dé gẹ́gẹ́ bí wọ́n ti ṣàlàyé. Ó dé, ọmọ tí ó wá sí kejì láàrin wọn tí wọ́n jọ ọmọ wọn gangan ni tí wọ́n fi lé wọn lọ́wọ́, ó ní wọ́n sì dé. Ńgbò sì dé, wọ́n ní kí ló dé táìmù tó yẹ kó wà ní class, kí ló ń ṣe, ibi tẹ́ ẹ̀ tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà ni tí ó ti mọ bá yín lọ wọ́n bá ń ṣàlàyé fún báwọn ó kàn sọ fún èkejì ẹ̀ jálọ jàre bí wọ́n ti wá gba létí wọ́n fẹ́ gba lẹ́lẹ́kejì ó yẹ ọwọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ fi dá padà ọwọ́ tó náà wọ́n ṣubú apá kan nígbà yẹn ni wọ́n fi gbé wọn lọ sí hospital tí wọ́n fi cast apá yẹn. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n lè ṣe lórí family ni pé lóòótọ́ èmi àtàwọn méjèèjì tá a wà náà ní tá a kù torí àwọn méjì ti padà mẹ́rin ni àwọn ṣùgbọ́n àwọn méjì ti padà. Ìrànlọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n lè ṣe pé láti fi ràn mí lọ́wọ́ lórí àwọn ọmọ yìí tí wọ́n fi gòkè.
The late Adegoke was a non-teaching staff member at TESCOM before he was converted to teaching staff in 2019 and posted to Sohn High School, Ogbomosho on May 28, 2022.